Hi, Shabbat Shalom everyone. I'm going to continue this series of the Daily Daf Yomi. We are about to enter Shabbat Parshat Vayigash. Also, it happens to be at the time of recording the fast of Asara B'Tevet, one of the 6 fasts in the Jewish calendar. It is today, so we're actually learning Nun Bet of Masechet Bava Kamma, friends, today. So we're going to continue this series, and we're talking all about how we could end up Am Yisrael could end up with very bad leaders at some stage in time. And how does this come about? There's a mashal. There's going to be a discussion today between a famous rabbi named Rav Chisda. He's going to be in a conversation with a Galilean. At the time, there was a lot of people living up in the Galilee, and it's related over in the Gemara in today's page. So, friends, what's going on here today? You can enjoy a nice walk with me, just buying the Shabbat food, and I will relate over what happened. So they were speaking, and a phrase was stated that a person that gets angry with his goats, with his flock, for some reason or another, he would blind the main goat. And this goat, obviously, he's not going to see, his eyesight is imperiled and it's ruined, is going to fall into a pit and stumble the other goats, other animals along with him in the process. So that's the phrase that is stated over. Gets angry, you know. Some people in anger could do irrational things, and then they will regret it later. We saw within regards in the Purim story with Achashverosh, when he actually slaughtered Esther. Here's the Chazon of the Knesset. That's the Chazon of the Knesset. We could see that it was interesting back in the Purim story that Achashverosh, at the story of Achashverosh, when he got drunk and he got angry with Vashti, he killed her and then regretted it in the morning. So when someone gets angry, they can become irrational. So the owner of this goat is worth a lot of money, blinds it, and then it destroys the other things, and everyone stumbles, leading to mass destruction and mass loss of wealth also. But there's an analogy over here. How are we equating that in today's? How do they equate it in this discussion between the Galilean and Rav Chisda? Because it's to prove that also at the same time when Hashem gets angry, just like this person gets angry, Hashem could get angry. In turn, in retribution, he might bring improper leaders to lead Am Yisrael, which is going to cause them to fall and cause them to stumble also. And that's an analogy and stuff like that, and that's why sometimes people could complain. I was listening to a shir once, and one of the students told the rabbi over there, look, it's not like the previous years. In previous years we had good leaders, we had the top leaders, and this generation it's not the same. But the rabbi cynic answered back very, very wisely, but we don't have the same people nowadays as the sharp people in the previous generation. However, this is the thing, you know, if we are stumbling and Hashem gets angry because of our aveirot, God forbid we do, or any transgressions that we do, you know, a bad leader can come and direct us potentially in an even worse path later on. So that's why it's so important we're keeping as much mitzvot as possible, following the Torah, doing aksu gimlut chasadim the whole time, or just every single moment, and not listening to bad things, not listening to lashon hara, and then Hashem will at the same time guide us the right way with the right people in order to instruct us. Just to add on a few words, at the time of recording this, it is a fast of the 10th of Tevet, friends, over here. What is the fast of the 10th of Tevet? That's Asara B'Tevet in Hebrew. So it is one of the 6 fasts of the Jewish calendar. We know there's 2 main fasts of Yom Kippur and Tisha B'Av respectively, and there's 4 minor fasts of Tzom Gedalia. There's Asar B'Tevet, naturally today the shortest of all the fasts. There's also Ta'anit Esther, just before Purim comes, and Shiva Asar B'Tammuz, where commemorating when Nebuchadnezzar had breached the walls at the time when the destruction of Beit HaMikdash. So Asar B'Tevet, friends, is a day where the Nebuchadnezzar, the wicked Babylonian emperor, he came and surrounded with his massive army Jerusalem, and that was building blocks towards the destruction of the first Beit HaMikdash, which actually took place. And then so that's why we are fasting today. Also the 8th of Tevet, the 9th of Tevet were significant dates. 8th of Tevet was a date that Ptomali he instructed that the Torah be translated into Greek, which was seen as very bad, because he wanted to make it into it's just a literary book or something in his collection. And the 9th of Tevet was the date that Ezra had passed away. Ezra, the great rabbi. Some people say Nehemiah also had passed away. So guys, Shabbat Shalom, take care, and have a meaningful fast, and watch over the previous videos here in the Daf Yomi, here in Masechet Bava Kamma. Shabbat Shalom.